6 over the top, and then this other ram through will finish them off. But we'll just untap, attack first, and then just take 8. There we go. Interesting. What are they playing? They really should have Thraben charmed this before, because now we can do this and this. And that's why I waited. We still had lethal. They had to do what they had to do here, but yeah, now we do the excess 6 damage. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing some mono green stompy. This deck is so awesome. I've seen it bumping around online a fair bit. I've been absolutely wrecked by it. And really this deck focuses around Bayou Groff. So this card is essentially Tarmogoyf and Pauper. It's a 5/4 and it has the additional cost of sacrificing a creature or paying 3. We're never paying 3 in this deck, we're running 17 lands. But we have lots of ways to either have A, recursive creatures, or lots of token creatures that we can sacrifice. So we have County Garden, we have Young Wolf, we have Malevolent Rumble, which makes an Eldrazi spawn token, and we also have Nest Invader, which makes another Eldrazi spawn token. We have this pseudo combo around sacrificing creatures and what that can do for us. So we're running a couple of Bequeathals, which is a really old ass card, but this card says when it enchants a creature and it dies, you draw 2 cards. So you can put that on like a Young Wolf on turn on one turn, and then you can play the Bayou Groff and then sacrifice the Young Wolf. You draw 2 cards, Young Wolf comes back as a 2/2, suddenly you've got 7 power on the board and you've drawn 2 cards, which is like so epic. The other things you can do is put the Bequeathals on the Eldrazi spawn tokens. So no one wants to ultimate price or cast down a Eldrazi spawn. It's just a 1/1 when the Bequeathal's on the stack. So it's good to have that, play the Bequeathal on it, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards, you have mana, you can play other things. Suddenly you've got a Bequeathal in the bin, maybe you have a Rumble that's already gone rid of a bunch of stuff, and then suddenly you're able to play those Hooting Mandrills. So you have these really awesome high-end cards in Hooting Mandrills and the Bayou Groff, and then you have these other recursive creatures, or ways to find them. Ram Through is an absolutely cracked removal spell. It's, for some reason, it has instant as well, but you might notice it deals damage, it doesn't fight, so you don't get any mark damage on your creatures, but then also you do excess damage over the top if they have Trample. So obviously Hooting Mandrills has Trample, but I'm also running 4 Rancor because they're so recursive in this deck, which is absolutely amazing. So you can chuck them on the Young Wolf, attack a couple times, play the Groff, and then sacrifice. Rancor comes back, play the Rancor on the Bayou Groff, and then you're just going in for Pound Town, really. You suddenly have a 7/4 that's just absolutely cracking in for Trample. You know, you play a Ram Through on one of their 0-1s or whatever, or their, you know, their 1/1s, and then you've dealt 6 damage to them, and then they're hitting another 7 damage. So it's just absolutely cracked, to be honest. 4 Vines of Iceworld, because sometimes we want to keep our Groff in play or our Mandrills, especially when we've got all our eggs with the Rancors. Yeah, they come back and we can play another creature, but nothing feels better when you attack with a creature. They try to cast down it in combat, and you go Vines kicked, and then you come in for 11 in it, and then you ram through and you win the game. So this is absolutely a fantastic deck. The sideboard is a little bit of a work in progress. I wanted to just try some couple little things out here, like Healer of the Glade, which I've seen some of this deck run online. Sandstorm, which is an interesting green card that deals 1 damage to each attacking creature for those really fast decks. Scatterthrow Archers, you've probably seen the Elf sideboard because it does hit those pesky flies. A couple Relics for the Spy combo and other Graveyard shenanigans that Ram Through just we can put into the main deck when we need to as well, a little bit of extra removal. The Troublemaker Oaths, I kind of add Master Vandals because we bargain and we can do that so easily, sacrificing a creature, you know. Again, Eldrazi spawn, you have to bequeath or sacrifice it. The Troublemaker Oath, exile, so it also hits like those pesky indestructible artifact lands. And I'm just trying 1 Pulse of Marasa just because it's like an instant speed, gains a bunch of life, and we can return one of our permanents back into our hand, which is pretty good. Anyway, if you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel a fair bit. You can also use my code word SiegeRyan when you go through Mana Traders. Get a little bit of money off after a couple months when you go through their subscription service. That's how I do all these videos and play all these awesome decks every week. So head on over to Mana Traders if you want to do that and use my code. And besides that, let's just destroy people with mono green decks. I'll see you in the first one. Alright, on the play for this one. Let's see what this hand looks like. This hand's pretty good actually. We can just indestructible the crap out of this Tree or Tails. So we'll play the tree, we'll play Ferocity, and then next time we'll Brave the Wilds and get a forest. I kind of wish it was a Citadel, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Ooh. We're playing like a very fast Affinity list. Alright, 4 artifacts, seems good. Thread Inspector, yep. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's still do what we're gonna do. So we'll Brave the Wilds. And we just bargain the Ferocity, I guess. So we'll make this a 3/3. Just sacrifice this. Draw a card, we get a forest. And let's just get in for a good old, get the forest. Just get in for 3. Let's try and get the pain train going, you know. And hopefully they play something interesting where we can hit with a ram through. I guess the problem is if they just do a... if they have a Thraben Charm, that would not be fun for us. Not fun at all. Wouldn't mind giving it trample some half these ram throughs, but we can't really. I mean, this screams like a Thraben Charm here. Unless they're just going to like ninjutsu or something like that. There we go, it is a ninjutsu deck. At least I feel better now. We're just probably going to ram through this hacker so they don't get that again. And then pray they don't play anything else. Did they hit another land? Maybe they did. They're playing a drum and then they're playing... Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Yep, there you are. Alright, they got the blue-white mana going. There, look, let's just ram through this. This hits that. Bing, bing. Let's just get him for 3. They've got 2 cards left in their hand, but they have all those clue tokens and all these ornithopters and stuff. We could not hit that ninja. That was a good draw. 2 cards become 4 cards. I mean, this looks like another ninja's coming in as well. Yep. Another Moon Circuit hacker, eh? And yeah, we're just going to ram through that and then put a Rancor, you know. Refurbish Familiar, okay. This will probably just get rid of... probably a Rancor, to be honest. We don't need to... We get the Trample. Now we get Trample and we can get rid of that. Ooh, hello. Well, now we have to hit that, sadly. That's a good hit. Do we have the Oaths, but there's probably just not enough here. 1 card left, but a crap ton of clue tokens. We do have to play this, sadly. We will go Rancor on the Tree of Tails. And ram through on this to that. And then I think we just get in. Because they can double block, which is the issue. Let's just pass. So their ninja can't get in. And then we can implement on our Tree of Tails and see where that takes us. Okay, so they obviously have another ninja, which is not good for us. But we'll block the cycling ninja. Block this one. Make a ninja in, you know, Refurbish Familiar. Okay, they have the good ninja now. Okay. This is going to be genuinely hard to beat. This deck is sick. Like, we've played it before on the channel if you want to check it out. It's like Ninja Affinity. Ninja Affinity. Springleaf Drum. Okay. Error. Refurbish Familiar. It's just so much value, and they've got the tempo train going now. Probably need to draw like an Oath pretty early instead of what we did draw. And really we need another ram through for this bloody ninja because we're not going to get anywhere with it otherwise. And they can just clock us in the air. Okay, that's good. So we just ram through the ninja. And we'll play the Implements of Ferocity. We can't exactly do it this turn, but they got 0 cards, but yeah, they got 4 bloody clue tokens. They got a virtual 4 cards in hand. They just have to spend the mana to do it. They got 6 mana, so it's very easy for them to get ahead here. It's just a shame we couldn't attack this Tree of Tails, because I really feel like we needed to there. Alright, they're not drawing probably exactly gas here. I mean, worst case scenario would be another Thought, cast for a Ninja. Probably another Ninja would be the worst. Looks like they're just more Inspectors. Thraben Charm, that is not good. To see if we can draw anything now. Okay, we just Ornithopter. I mean, the Groff is good, and it's a 5/4. Yeah, we just sacrifice the Implement. This isn't terrible. Cast with this. Oh, if sacrifice a creature. I don't want to do that. I just think we're done here then. Let's try and sideboard for something else here. Sandstorm doesn't do a lot. Or it does handle the ninjas and the refurbished familiars. But that's it. These scatter shots aren't good enough either. I guess they do hit the refurbished familiars, and if we get them both out, then we can hit the Ornithopters. I like ram throughs. I love all the oaths. I'm very mindful of them hitting us with I'm seeing what blue-white has. They have the Thraben Charms. I think we can actually cut down on these Vines of Vastwoods. I don't think we need to go that crazy with them, because everything kind of replaces itself. And the Rancors are still nice. We could probably just cut on the Rumbles. The Groffs are still nice because of Trample. They have Trample, don't they? Is it not as good because of that? Nest Invaders. We're bringing a couple of other creatures. Maybe just cut some Nest Invaders. Yeah, I think we just do that. I don't really love the Sandstorm. I think it's for more of those aggro decks, because it only really hits the Moon Ninja. It doesn't hit anything else. Alright, we're on the play. Let's see what we get here. Yes, please. This hand's good. And if we draw an Oath, they're like, you know, pretty dunzos. We'll just start with the Wolf. Hell, we could even just go to it with the County Garden first if we wanted to. So this is the problem with the Ninja deck, is the mana is really awful because it's Esper Ninjas. So if you don't have the mana and you just hit a drum, then you're just cooked. Which is what we ran into. Sometimes we were just literally mulling to 5 and we're like, cool. We Ornithopter and then do a Ninja and then they kill the Ninja and then that's it. So these can be quick games, you know, like the Springleaf Drum Ornithopter hands are obviously nuts into the Ninja. But if the Ninja cycles itself, you know, the Ornithopters are dead draws. It gets a bit weird, the deck sometimes. You can draw just the wrong half. That's what they're obviously thinking about here, if they want to keep it or not. Alright, let's just go a little bit aggro here so we just get some spells out. So we'll go Young Wolf and we'll go into the Malevolent Rumble, and we'll just probably get rid of the Rumble token to play their Implement of Ferocity. They're not just like great with the Young Wolves, that's all. So we could even just chuck it on the Carney Garden. They've got a tap land. So yeah, our best draw, we'll play the Citadel. Let's Rumble first, because if we hit an Oath, we can hit that land next turn. Mandrills, Bayou Groff. We'll get the Bayou Groff, because then we can do that into a Young Wolf. Let's attack. I'm just thinking if we want to do the Implement, or we just go... Yeah, I think that's right. Let's just get the Implement down. And then next turn, yeah, we can go Groff and the other Young Wolf. Which is always fun. And just make it a 2-2, because we probably need to get through like a Thraben Inspector or something. But we've been through 12 cards, and it's going to be great if we draw an Oath, essentially. We're just going to cut this Garden out of our hand. We don't really need it now. We want 3 untapped lands on our turn. And let's see what we got here. Rancor. Rancor is not needed just yet. Let's attack for 1. Nothing from them. We'll play the Young Wolf. And they can't really get rid of this Bayou Groff, so we'll sacrifice a creature. Bing bong, and then we'll sacrifice this. And then hopefully they don't have another familiar and we can just crack in with a Trample 5/4. I like this plan so far. I mean, if they go land and they go literally Refurbish Familiar, Thraben Charm, that is going to be absolutely nuts. Are they attacking? Okay. Well, I guess the Tremble doesn't matter too much here. Melee Ninjutsuing. But I feel pretty comfortable now just getting in... Oh, the Lifelinker. Okay, I don't think that matters too much for us. We're just going to... And they can't even... We can just keep back this young wolf, to be honest. Scattershot is not amazing. We're just going to... Let's... Sorry. What am I doing? Let's Ferocity first on this Bayou Groff, so Thraben Charm does not get as good. We draw a card. It's a forest. We'll go land. Let's play the Rancor on here. And let's just attack with an 8/5 and this Undying creature as well. It's a big hit, and we know they have a Refurbished Familiar in their hand. Yeah, we'll just play the Scattershot. So their Refurbished Familiar gets like awful now. Let's pass. We've got nothing left opponent. This is what we have. So you can definitely go Refurbished Familiar and Thraben Charm us if you want. Probably Rumble's our next best draw. Yeah, we've got to get in with that. I think we just still block it, to be honest, because I want to be able to attack that next turn. Let's just block it. They can draw a card off Refurbished Familiar if they really want. Comes back. They do run Arms of Fadar, actually, I'm pretty sure. It's like, if they go land Arms of Fadar, that is very scary. Oh yes, Journey to Nowhere, that's pretty good. And then they're going to get rid of our Rancor by playing the Familiar. Excellent choice. I mean, at least we can just cut that with the... yeah, we'll cut that. We'll just hit that Refurbished Familiar now, and then we can get in with one Young Wolf. Another Scattershot. I mean, that sorts out the bloody... Yeah, let's just attack with one, and we'll play this other Scattershot. And now we're both just kind of humming off the top. It's very likely for us to draw like an Oath, so it's just kind of like... has been from that perspective. An Oath would be absolutely huge, really. They probably cut the Ornithopters maybe in the later games because we're bringing in all this extra hate. I feel a lot more better if we can hit this Folder Whispers though. If they want to hit with that, we're gonna block both, to be honest. They might have a Suffocating Fumes, which I'm not too scared about, I guess. Happy for them to bounce though. Like Young Wolf was half a card, you know. Black card doesn't matter. Okay, they're drawing a card. Another Thraben Inspector, okay. Okay, Oath is good. Oath gets back the Groff. I mean, really, does it? Or does it hit the black source? Or the white source? Black is for Refurbished Familiar in the ambushes, so maybe we hit the white source because then they can't Thraben Charm us. Let us attack for 2. Yeah, and let's hit that white source. Cast with Bargain. Play this. I'm going to target the Trio Tails because we can bargain onto that with our land thing and it's indestructible. Does exile? It does exile. So let's target the Razor Bridge. Get them off white. We'll just pass. We can do the Scattershot whenever. Yeah, they're cracking the clue. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted to happen. Our creatures outclass them. Oh, they got another one. Okay. Can't attack. Let's just hit this Ornithopter. Hit. And hit. And yeah. We'll just attack with both. Both these 2/2s. We've got to get the beats in. I'm kind of just going to hold into this Counting Garden. Yeah, the double blocking makes sense. Yeah, like that. Because if they play Refurbished Familiar, I'd rather discard this county guard than them drawing something new. Another Inspector. I mean, they're good draws. Yep, Thoughtcast is another fantastic draw. So they might just be able to get out of this now. Alright, they've got two black sources now. But like Ornithopter and Familiars are not good draws for them. Rancor is NTB. So the question is, do we put it on a Scattershot or something else? Let's just put it on the Oath. They might cast down it as well. No, alright, let's just attack for 4. If they had a River Sword, they would have used it there. Right, yep, cracking the clue. I mean, yeah, sure. Question is, do we hold on to this Rancor? I think we do. Let's hold on to the Rancor. Because if they play a Refurbished Familiar and we put on a Scattershot, it's going to be useless. Just hard casting a Ninja, eh? This is where we at. Okay, what do we draw? Come on, deck. Okay, that is good. Let's play the County Guard now. And I actually want to hit their Journey to Nowhere, to be honest. And get the Groff. Let's go Cast with Bargain. Bing, bong. Let's target the Citadel. Let's target their Journey. Get back our card. And we'll just put the Rancor on now because I want to be able to, if it dies, at least we can bring it back. Alright. That's all I have, opponent. You've drawn a lot of cards. And these Scattershots have worked out this game. I did have to play it all though. Hopefully this Groff can start getting in. Yep, plenty of mana now. Moon Circuit Hacker, okay. And what? Like maybe a Thraben Charm? If I was them, I'd do it now though. Okay, well, let's just attack with the Groff in the Oath. Or no, let's just attack the Groff because they'll have to double block, and then I want this Oath to be able to block the Ninja of the deep powers. They do have the Thraben Charm, okay. I'm wondering why they did that there and not after. We are going to put it on the plant token, I think, because then we can block whatever now. I've got one card left, and our board states are roughly the same. They have a lot better, well, their top decks are really 50-50. It can be like Ornithopters and Lands and Springleaf Drums, versus where we do have Rumbles, you know, Mandrills, Implement of Ferocities. The lands aren't just great, and we drew the Darksteel Citadel. So we have some good draws, really. Yeah, they just tag with both. Let's just trade with them both. Just do this. The plant token's like half a card anyway. And this is what? Another Thraben Charm? Oh, sorry. They are Thraben Charming the Scattershot. Okay. They got a Thraben Charm the Rancor, and then that would have been pretty G there. Okay, they got 0 cards now, and we are drawing Citadel. So we'll, look, let's just get the beats in. This is where we try and just dodge them drawing a Mirror Forcer, because then we just lose the game. So we have them on a 4-turn clock here. In we come. That's all I have. It'd be silly not to. I was going to say it's a plain Null Ninja, and we have to now keep our Scattershot back now to block that, which is very annoying. Alright, Implement Ferocity is good. We'll play that, we'll just chuck it on. Sorry, I should have done it on the Citadel, my bad. It's just because we're drawing a bunch. Okay, Ramp Through was an absolutely fantastic draw. being bong, and we've got trample, so the extra goes over the top. That was a very good draw. And we get it for 4, and then yeah, they have a block. They'll need to have essentially a cast down to finish this creature off. Yeah, okay. We were very lucky in that last little bit there. Do we want anything else? I don't think so. The pulse could kind of be good. I think this is kind of fine. I do like everything else. And I really want to Brave the Wild as a Dark Soul Citadel because I feel like they can't really remove that. And if we chuck Rancors on it, they just can't beat that. Alright, we'll keep this. This is actually a fantastic hand because we can go County Garden into Oath and hopefully just get them off mana quickly. I mean, the perfect case would be like putting the Bequeathal on the County Garden before we get into business. They mull to 6. Okay, they got an Ornithopter. They can keep some dodgy hands, that's the thing. Alright, that's what they're doing. Okay. Let's play this County Garden, just let go. We're 100% just oafing next turn. We do not want them to hit with a ninja, and just oafing getting a land so early just crushes them. And maybe we can Bequeathal the Nest Invader, you know, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, they're just doing the ninja now. Okay. In this case, well, I think we still oath and just hit their land, to be honest, because then they're not going to be able to do as much, and it might be the only blue source as well. And then maybe we can play a Mandrills or something like that on the following turn. All these Ornithopters, look at that. Yeah, especially if they have an Ninja. So let's go Citadel, play the Oath, and we know it's going to resolve as well. So we'll bargain, so we'll pay for it, and then we'll just sacrifice this plant token. Hit their beautiful land over here. And then, yeah, we can just block this Ninja of Deep Powers. We're a bit low on these green pips here. We're drawing all our Citadels. I think next turn we're looking at probably just playing the Nest Invader. We're obviously blocking this. Just trading off, and then, yeah, we're probably just playing this Nest Invader. Alright, I do have another land. It's a refurbished familiar as well. So the Scattershot might be the go here. I'm not loving this Young Wolf, so I might get rid of this, to be honest. I like the idea of being able to play this, and okay, there's that one as well. Alright. I think we rumble for a forest and play a Scattershot. We try and hit a forest anyway. Yep, sorry Troublemaker Oath, but we need a forest badly. We'll play this, we've got that. And yeah, we'll just play the Scattershot. We've lost 2 Oaths to the yard. They've only got 1 card left though now. If it's a ninja, that's going to be very good for them. I mean, they also need a blue mana to do that, so that there's that. So it could have been even worth it just to play the to get the Troublemaker Oath actually. Something 1 green though, it just feels so bad, you know. Yeah, and I mean, we're just gonna block this Favored Inspector here. They can yeah, like they may as well. Ooh, Mirror Force, so that's a good one. At least we can play our Hooting Mandrills now, so we can just bonk heads on that. So let's just work this out. I might do the Bequeathal first on the Eldrazi spawn. Let's put it on there. And you go 1, 2. Yeah, I can definitely play the Mandrills. Let's just suck this first and see what we get. Because again, we can just draw some real crack stuff. Another Bequeathal. Okay. Let us play the Nest Invader. With our green. Our colours. We get our O1. It's good drawing a bunch of them as well, to be honest. We'll tap like this. We don't really have anything else, so we'll just leave the Troublemakers in the yard. We have a 4/4. We'll just pass. If they go to attacks, we'll Scattershot them. But they've got 0 cards now. We got Bequeathal. I feel like our creatures can get a lot bigger than theirs. That is cracking a clue. Alright, so they got blue now, but again, they have 0 cards. Well, they have a clue token, so. So let's just tap this now, and then yeah, let's just let the Mandrills trade with the Mirror Enforcer, because we can just soup up our Nest Invader, to be honest. Okay, 2 Bequeathals. Let's do Bequeathals first. Let's put both Bequeathals on, actually. You just draw 4 cards. Sacrifice this. Alright, yeah, give me something good. Who needs Ancestral Recall when you have Bequeathals? Okie doke. That was good. We're gonna play the Mandrills. We could also attack the Nest Invader first. No, let's just play this, and then we can just do some shenanigans after. We've got double ram through. We can handle any ninjas that we need to. They don't. Well, they have blue. They have Springleaf Drum, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good now. These have been some good matches. Springleaf Drum. That's what I mean. This deck can just draw that side of the deck, and you're like, cool, 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 cool. And they could just draw land here. Another Thraben Inspector. At least it cycles through, which is good. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both the Rancors on the Hooting Mandrills, which sounds crazy, but we just ram through. So this is at instant speed. You can read it. It says, so target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control and then it tramples over. So we make this a giant souped up creature, and it doesn't really matter because the ram through will just put it all on top after. So we'll attack this giant Mandrills, and that should be that. Boom. And I could have actually even played this Nest Invader. But now we've got this ram through. If they're ninja, we can just ram through the ninja, and then they lose 6, and then we can ram through something else, and then attack for lethal. So ram through is goated. It's a crazy comment. Like, oh, if it just has trample, it just deals all this excess damage. So, okay, cool, thank you. Alright, they've got a land, which isn't the best for them. So we just ram through, so this can target just one of these. And just deal 6 over the top, and then this other ram through will finish them off. But we'll just untap and attack first. And this should be what she wrote. And they just take 8. There we go. Interesting. What are they playing? They really should have Thraben Charmed this before, because now we can do this and this. And that's why I waited. We still had lethal. They had to do what they had to do here, but yeah, now we do the excess 6 damage. Yeah. GG. Alright, let's play another one. This hand's good, because we can also Brave the Wild. So we'll keep this, and we'll just go Forest. We could bargain. Just thinking with Forest, we could actually play the Implement instead. I kind of like that because we can draw more as well, and I don't care as much. Yeah, I'd rather get some more Forest, and at least the Brave the Wilds now can do a little more. We can bargain, make the 3/3, and then yeah, get a Forest. All right, we're playing against like Madness Burn. Should be interesting because I feel like this deck is still pretty fast. So let's just do this bargain, get a Forest. We just choose this land, I guess. Sacrifice this. We get a Forest. Draw a card. Bequeath, eh? And then let's get a Forest. Play the Forest. We can't definitely do it again. Let's just play this Young Wolf. And say go, and then we'll probably... I mean, we probably want to... We can spin the wheels here, which I don't really love. I want to get this Groff online pretty quickly because it's a 5/4. But I also want another Forest. They might honestly just bolt our Forest, which I kind of get. Is this Searing Blaze? I'll grab a prize. Yeah, and getting Sneaky Snacker, the true classic. Once we have a Groff with a Rancor, I'm feeling alright. But they've got so many cards in hand. We need to be fast. Can we draw a Forest? No, it's on the Rancor. We could go Nest Invaders. We could attack and then bargain this and get a Forest. We just Rancor it now. We're definitely Braving Wilds. Maybe just Brave the Wilds, get a Forest, and then just grab a Rancor. I think I like that. We just get a Forest. I was hoping to get one off the draw, but we didn't. So we get the Forest, play Forest. And let's just put it on this Young Wolf. Because this is going to get through, whatever. And then we just start the Pain Train. So in terms of life gain in this sideboard, we have access to these Heal of the Glade. So just a 1-2 that gains free life. Scatter Shots are nice. I don't think we're really bringing the Troublemakers. Pulse is also just another way to gain some life. There's plenty of ways to gain life in these kinds of decks. Just crack them for 2. That's fine. And I think we have a pretty good Kraken again. Alright, Trio of Tails is nice. Let's go, because we can go now Nest Invader into Bayou Groff. Yeah, let's attack. Bayou Groff with the double Rancor is going to be pretty good. Pretty hard to beat. Okay. Let's play the Nest Invader. See, we could Rancor. I think honestly just getting a... And we're paying a lot of mana for that as well. You know what? Let's actually just Bayou Groff and get the... Yeah, let's... We will Bayou Groff. So pay this mana, and we'll just target the Young Wolf, because it will come back as a 2-2, and we can put all the Rancors on the Bayou Groff. And then now we have another 2-2. And they can bolt that, that's fine. Bolting that means they're not bolting our face, so we do a lot better from that perspective. We have to be careful about how we want these bequeathals. I think we take out these bequeathals as well, because it's more about just racing. So ram throughs I think is still nice. We can just deal with their creatures and still get through. If they're doing it like this, I mean that's a fantastic card to draw, but we kind of need the bequeathals to be good for something else. So yeah, they lightning helix us. But now we can make a giant Bayou Groff, which is what I want. So we get a 9/4. So it's like lethal. And they're tapped out. So there you go. We can beat Madness Burn if we want to. Just double Rancor them. 5, 9. They know that we have the Rancor in our hands, so they know it's lethal, which is a bit bizarre. Then get another one. So yeah, if we literally just go Rancor this, they knew that we had the Rancor, which is a bit bizarre. I guess I have the Fire Blast. True. Oh, that's true. They probably did have the, but they obviously didn't because they just counted that then. Yes, let's bring in all the Healer of the Glades. The Ram Throughs are still good. The Scatter Shots are nice. The Pulse is also good. The Groffs are good. We want to cut. Vines isn't as good. We just cut Vines. They can bolt our creatures. That's fine. And we'll cut the Troublemaker Oaths. They're not very good. What else do we want to cut? Young Wolves are fine. Rancors. Brave the Wild's still good. Nest Invaders, they're all just fantastic cards. I guess we could just cut we'd have to bring all the Ram Throughs because we've got the Scatter Shots. And maybe we cut one Rancor. Oh, sorry, no, the Bequeaths. We cut all the Bequeaths. They're heinous against them here. In that case, we keep some Vines in. You know what? I want the speed. I want the speed. I want the speed and I want the Rancors. And in that case, I don't want the Scatter Shots as much. I kind of want to race them. I feel like wear the beat down. Let's cut them. You know, we're on the draw. I know, which kind of sucks. But we've got these Ram Throughs. They do the same thing. Maybe we cut the Ram Through and just keep the other Vines in, actually. Vines. Let's give this a crack. I don't want the Relics. It's only one part of their shenanigans. I just feel like a very fast deck there. And I feel like we can get them with that. Sadly, they've kept... and we have the mulligan. This hand's fine. I think we just bottom a land. I think we just do bottom a land. Probably more the Tree of Tails. Yeah, let's just do the Tree of Tails. And then on our turn we can go County Garden. And next turn we can Brave the Wilds. Make it a 3/3. Make a 4/4 is probably what we want to do though. Okay, Nest Invader's nice. Maybe just do Nest Invader and play the Ferocity. I think let's play the Healer of the Glade. Get our life while we can. It's a 1/2. And then we can probably, if we draw an untapped land, we can go Ferocity, Brave the Wilds. I mean, that's way better than Grab a Prize, get rid of Sneaky Snacker, so I'll take that. Alright, so we just drew that land. Let's just play this. I think we just play Ferocity as well. I think we can play a smidge slower, because we can. And then we just set up kind of like a Ferocity, Hooting Mandrels turn next turn. Run like a good amount. I think we're going to Mandrels this turn, but that's good. Let's just Brave the Wilds, cast with Bargain, choose this as a land, sacrifice this. Let's just draw a card. Get a forest. Play land. And do we just want to do it again? Maybe just bargain the plant token. Yeah, let's just bargain this. And we just get him for 4. I should probably do this post-combat, but I'm here now. And if they deal with all this, then we can just go Mandrels. We've got 3 in there. Like if they want to bolt it, that's fine. 4, and then now we can go 5, play Mandrels. Crack in for more damage. Oh, Jesus. Flash Flying Mayhem. Doesn't have haste though. Oh, well, now they block it, that's pretty good. Was not expecting that. Yep, you get the blocks, very good. Well, they've dismantled us, but they got 4 cards, and we got a bunch of cards, and we can play Mandrels next turn quite easily. And we'll crack them for 3 first. Like, our stuff in play is still pretty good. I mean, Arms of the Veins, like, a fantastic card. And just lightning bolt that. Okay. I mean, it's good, but is it as good as a Mandrels? Probably 1, 2, 3. This is where we need like that lifelink thing. Oh, cancel. I'll play this. Play for some green. Get rid of this, this. I mean, maybe we wanted to keep a land back or something like that for the pulse. We do have that 1 pulse. Or a 15. Maybe it's too silly doing that land thing with the Brave of the Wilds. Oh, well, I had fun. I'm wondering if this is better than the Imp. I mean, them gaining less life is pretty nuts though, to be honest. I'm obviously getting for 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel pretty foobar now. A ram through would be nice, I think, and just get rid of this thing off the board. Okay, Rancor is pretty nice as well. I think we attack for 4 and we play the Nest Invader, to be honest. We need to get some other things on the board. And then this will allow us to likely play another Hooting Mandrels if we survive long enough. Now we've got to block for this Epicure. It is blood tokening. Okay, so they had another land in hand. I wouldn't mind if they faded a little bit. They've had some good hits. Nothing they can flash back. Another blood token, okay. Good thing about this is that it is legendary, so if they draw more than 1, then it's not very good. Alright, Sneaky Snacker. But they do need to hit another draw if they want to get that Sneaky Snacker back. Coming in for 2, it's good. We're on 6, and they're on 23, so they probably have drawn too many of the burn spells. So we need to kind of gain life next turn. 2 snackers, all right. We'll see what we draw, but 2 snackers. Oh, they only got 1. Okay. What do we draw? Rumble. Rumble's not going to cut the mustard. Yeah, the fact that they can attack for... Yeah, we're done. We got 1 card left, but they got too many flyers. Scattershots would be good. Let's bring them back in. They might be running more of those, so let's bring in more scattershots and take out some ram throughs because they can, I guess, bolt us. Still keeping like 1 though. Sandstorms I don't think are that good. I don't think relics are that good. They're too slow. I think we run them like this. If we're spending our time cycling through relics, we're not going to win this game. We're on the play. Let's just see if we get there with some Groffs or something like that. This hand's close, but no cigar. We really need another land there. This is not good for us. See if they mulligan. We have to mulligan again, sadly. Alright, this hand's keepable. It's not fantastic though. We'll keep. We want these green pips, so I'm gonna get rid of this in the Tree of Tails because they might run the cast into fire. Because that exiles, so they want to be able to get rid of the young wolf or whatever. We'll just play this young wolf if it wants to play out of my hand. There we go. And yeah, we just lead into a nest invader and just try and get something good, I guess. There's probably some better, it's probably better not to run the Hill of the Glades and just run Weather the Storm. I guess something like this. Like a 1-2 VS, potentially gaining heaps of life is pretty legit. This is good, so we'll attack and we just play the Groff. Play the plant dog, sacrifice a creature, bing bong, bong. And maybe in a perfect world we want to wait for the nest invader, but the Groff is just too good. You need to get it down. It's just a huge threat at 2 mana. It's just Tarmogoyf. And if you want to know how to beat burn decks in any format, it's play your Tarmogoyfs. Oh, did they not have another land? That's crazy. Well, let's just crack in. This is exactly what we need to capitalize on. Them keeping a 1-lander. And they did it on the draw, I guess, as well. But yeah, blocking the Groff makes sense. I guess the problem is they can block and then bolt it. So maybe they wanted to wait, potentially. Yeah, but now I'm feeling pretty good. Them on 1 land, this makes this a lot easier. Even if we're cracking in for 4 every turn. Yeah, they're looking for the land now. Did they get it? Yeah, rip, dude. Alright, this hand, look, it is keepable, but it gets a lot worse. We've only got 1 creature. If we go balls to the wall with it, I think we'll be fine, but I wouldn't mind just, campfire. So we're playing against, whatchamacallit. Okay, well, at least we got a vine, so we could just go rank on 1, keep up vines, and I mean, they can also just prohibit or counterspell. Yeah, let's just play this. It's going to get countered though, but I think that's okay. It is what it is. We can't play scared. Here's the counterspell. There it is. Okay, so we basically just need to draw a creature spell now, otherwise we are screwed. And we don't have... I mean, let's suss the sideboard quickly. Let's have a look. Yeah, we don't really have a lot. We probably just want to bring in the pulses, extra creatures. Oh, come on, creature. Oh, that's not a creature. We'll play 1 more turn and see what happens. Oh, they obviously don't have another counterspell because of what they did there. So, yeah, let's just see how we go. Another Lorien revealed. Okay. I'll just go to game 2 if we don't draw a creature here. We're pretty done too otherwise. Ooh, that's a creature, and that's an uncountable creature as well. What we're going to do is we're going to double rankle this plant token. Actually, we're going to bequeathal it. We should have bequeathaled it first, but that's okay. Let's just put that on there. Keep up the vines. This feels like pseudo auras, doesn't it? Alright, we just pass. Chilling this vines of Vastwood. I think this can get pretty legit, to be honest. Campfire can't hold back this plant token. It's going to be a bloody house in a second. It's going to be a hit TV show house. Just you wait. I want to rumble first. We can rumble and then we can just see what we draw. Well, that wasn't a very good rumble. Okay, we'll play the Three of Tails. Let's just chuck the Rancor on. We kind of want this creature to die, so you know. And we'll just chill with this Vines of Vastwood. Let's be real here. We got 5 cards. I'm kind of happy for that to die now as well, because now we've got this spawn token that we can just make a creature of. Alright, this is Mystical Teachings. We're just getting a removal spell. That's pretty good. Suffocating Fumes. That's so mean. So, I think we just... I mean, Suffocating Fumes is very mean. Let's just attack, and I think we just play the Young Wolf. And just do it all again, because we're going to draw 2 cards, you know. I think we still play this Young Wolf as well. Because you get it back, you know. Yeah, they can counterspell it, that's fine. And the question is, do we let them Fumes? I kind of want to Vines the Spawn token. And then, yes, we lose the plant token, but then we draw 2 cards. And then we can just put it on the Spawn token. I think that's the best thing. We'll just attack with both. Another Campfire. Okay, let's sacrifice the plant token. So we get all these back. And at least we can, yeah, we just Vines the Spawn token. We draw 2 cards. Mandrills is fantastic. We get the Rancors back. Yeah, so put a +1 on the top creature. I mean, yeah, sure. And they only got 1 card left now, so we can quite happily Rancor. So this is whenever this artifact, sacrifice this artifact, put a +1 on a creature, when this artifact put in the graveyard, you draw a card. Let's just play this, and we don't care about any of this. And I'd rather be able to just do all the other stuff. So there we go, play the Mandrills. They can't really play a creature either. Let's play the Ferocity, and let's play both these Rancors on. Now we've got a bloody absolute powerhouse here, mate. And then yeah, let's just implement Ferocity on their turn. This Vines is purely staying there just to get around. Let's shoot the Sheriff. They've got 2 cards in hand as well, so we kind of like used up all their stuff now. Oh, is this only sorcery speed? Oh, they got me. Okay, let's do this first. Bing bong. Draw a card. And we just chuck this Rancor on, eh? Ooh, another Mandrills. That's kind of legit. Let's chuck you on, and let's just get him for 11. Let's just punch them twice, Chewy. Is this... What is this? Oh, Mystical Teachings. Okay, that's fine. I assume they just want to get a... Oh, they're getting cast down. So we'll cast with Kicker, because we want to... Oh, this does a Shroud, doesn't it? Oh no, it is Hexproof. So let's just think here. We need to play the other Mandrills in case they have another Innocent Blood. If we play the Vines, it is what? We'll have 1, 2, and 3, 4. So it'll be 6. Yes, so we can Vines that. Doesn't die. We get Rancor. We'll attack for 15. Sick. And then we'll just play the Shooting Mandrills. Bing, bing. That Malevolent Rumble worked very well. It's a shame because they can remove that 1 Hooting Mandrills there, but they can remove it and they can just do other stuff with, you know, their shenanigans. Mystical Teachings is, yeah, 6 mana. There we go. All right. So, I'm not too worried about... I mean, I think we bring in the Relics because they're pretty free to do. Let's move these in. Heal of the Glade gains life. They're not going to have any flyers, really. I don't mind running a couple more Oaths and a Pulse. And then what do we want to cut here? Bequeathal's nice. Young Wolf is nice. I mean, Nestivator does what we want to do as well. That's good for bargaining as well. I actually might get rid of the Bayou Groffs because it's it's like a counterspell. Like if they counterspell that, we're pretty screwed there. And then maybe just cut down to 2 ram throughs, I think. Because, I don't want to submit that. I was wanting to cut 1 more card. The issue is that the ram through is obviously good against the Murmuring Mystics if they're playing that. But we do have Trample anyway. I think we sadly have to mulligan this hand. It's funny because we've got the... Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this hot mess. We mull to 5. I think sadly we just keep this. Let's get rid of the vines for now. Probably the mandrills. We're very far away from playing that. And we just got these nest invaders. I think that's fine. And yeah, let's just hope we draw forest. I didn't really want to go more than this. This is like a, a control deck. We will play this. Oh, sorry, not this. We'll play the relic. If it wants to play, we'll pass. And the nest invaders, I think they'll all stick around because we're kind of worried about the Innocent Bloods. And as long as they don't have the silly stuff like whatchamacallit, innocent Bloods, like it doesn't really matter. Suffocating Fumes doesn't matter against this version of the deck. Well, this hand anyway. Mulling to 5 is probably what's going to get us though. Alright, they're just doing that. Yeah, let's just get in for 2. And then I think we just play another one really. Oh, actually, let's double spell. Let's play the Ferocity and then we'll play the Young Wolf. Okay, that resolves. That's nice. Play the Young Wolf. Everything's pretty redundant, just having all these creatures. What if they even cut the campfires? We might even go back on the oaths because they probably don't run them. 6 cards in hand. Doesn't this just make you think of a Suffocating Fumes coming in? Yeah, whatever, we'll attack with everything. Let's just play another Nest Invader. Guess it does set us up for failure if they Arms of Hadar, I guess. Cycling, okay. Contaminate Aquifer, and then what? Suffocating Fumes. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of this relic just yet. Let's just target a spell, and then they can hit our creatures, because they just hit our spawns. Like, the Undying Wolf comes back, which is lit. And we essentially got a 2-turn clock now. They'll take 6, and then we can put something on there to make it 7, then we can also Ferocity again. I can only just assume they have, counterspell shenanigans. This is only sorcery, so let's just do this now. Draw a card. The good thing is this is separate. So you draw a card, then the counter happens. But that's not as fun. Let's attack. And obviously Mystical Teachings here, but I think we want to play the Ferocity to threaten. Oh, now they're casting down that. Okay, that's fine. That means they're not going to Mystical Teachings, so they'll take 4, and then we'll play another Ferocity. I wouldn't mind drawing something good. Another land would be nice. This is a mull to 5. I feel like if we had another land, it would be pretty sweet, but that's okay. Innocent Blood. Well, this doesn't probably matter too much. I guess we just target the Nest Invader. We can plenty more where that comes from. Bajuka Bog. I mean, that's pretty good for if we draw bloody Mandrills. Alright, let's just do this now. Bing. Okay, another Oath. So let's attack for 2 and just play the Nest Invader. We've got 3 cards left as well. I mean, this means everything's redundant, Maybe if we go to a game 3, we'll probably cut this Possum Marasa if they're running all these Bajuka Bogs. Okay, that resolves as well. Which makes me think they probably have a Mystical Teachings. I'm probably quite happy taking the cycle here if they decide the Teachings, because we just sack the spawn token. And again, they're back on the 2-turn clock train now. And we just keep playing our creatures. They do Mystical Teachings. Oh, actually, sorry, I do want a hot priority here. And we just cycle through this because I don't want them to be able to just cast it again. What do they get? They get a cast down. Let's just cycle this now. There's a Vines. That's a little bit sad. If they don't do it on their turn though, we could they should just cast down here. But if they don't, then we can Vines and kill them. But if I was them, I'd just do it on now, which looks like that's what they're exactly doing. Oh no. Sick. That's so good. I mean, not for us, but you know. And it exiles? Let's go back to that deck. I need to look at that card. I literally haven't seen that card in a very long time. Where am I going? Okie doke. What is it? In Vinker's Justice. Oh, it has buyback? Christ almighty. Well, that makes things not good. Is it an instant or a sorcery? It is a sorcery, and it's a commander card. So, I mean, let's just play this cast, and then we can always just chuck. We can use the Frosty to make it big enough. If it chooses to survive, that is. I think a Rancor will be our best draw because we could just go Frosty onto Troublemaker, make it a 3/3, and then keep it together with the good old Vines. Alright, looks like they're just doing it again. And that's one way to get card advantage, isn't it? Just slowly kill me. Does that make them lose life? Oh yeah, 2 damage to each player. So they can't do that forever, which is kind of crazy. So let's play this cast. And we are gonna... This is the problem, because now we kind of want to Vines, but they can just do that again. Let's hope for a land, I think. We'll do this. They literally can't keep doing what they're doing because they will lose the game otherwise. They can only do it 2 more times. I mean, that's why Campfire exists. That is a cool Ponder. That's a sick art. It's from the Commander series for Duskmourn, it looks like. So good. There's lots of good artwork out there nowadays. Right, blue-black control. Another Ponder. So... I didn't double check the Inviscerators. Where are Inviscerators? Sorry, Vinker's Justice. So buyback. So it's 7 mana. So they can't buy back, but they should really cast down here. Yes, good choice, my dude. Good choice. Alright, Rumble's pretty good. I'm just thinking if it's better to do anything else. Now we can pulse a following turn. Let's Rumble. We should get a creature off this. And then we can still double spell if they have a counter spell here. Okay. That wasn't that good. Do we want a forest? I think we just... No, we want to be able to do the oath. Get a creature here. And we'll play the relic. And then if we need to, we can just cycle through the mystical teachings. But now we've got a creature, we can essentially just Rancor and Vines it. Which is what I like to see. And we know that they got their Vinker's Justice and there's something else in their hand. Like, I don't know if we're terrible in this spot. Like, we just really need to get them with something. They did have a teachings in their hand. Okay, what do they get? Innocent Blood? Very hard to choose. I mean, what, they got 5, 6, 7, 8. They need kind of one more island. So they got Minkers and one unknown. If they get an island, Diabolic Edict. Okay. If that's the case, yeah, I think we just pulse and then we just cycle this relic now so they don't get more value. Because it's going to go away. Yeah. Okay, now we can pulse and play County Garden. I mean, the land's good for them still. I'm going to pulse on their end step, so let's just play the County Garden. Oh, I can't pulse because I don't have any creatures. Let's play Silly Billy Me, eh? Silly Billy Me. Let's just do this now and draw a card, and then we can just Vines on our turn if we want to. I think they're going to do the Vinker's Justice, though. Okay, they just have another one of those. Let's just pass... Yeah, the pulse feels a bit just like, how you doing? Okay, they're obviously just doing the Vinker's Justice again. Oh no, they're drawing 3 cards. That is also, I heard, a very good thing to do. Alright, Campfire. But we don't need to get much across the line here. And now we can essentially use the Vines. So let's play this first. I mean, I should have kept that in case I want to make that 3/3 indestructible. And let's use this. Let's make it a 2/3. I got 4 cards. But I have a can-do attitude. That's the difference. And now it gets through the Justice. Let's Rancor and try drop them to a low life total. Now, do we think they have 2 cast downs? Oh, Diabolic Edict. That's so mean. Okay, and then we do lose the... sadly, we do lose the Rancor. So yeah, I guess I should have stacked it with Rumble first. Because we may have even drawn a Young Wolf. I think we do this and then we can bargain it as well. So let's just... yeah, because we can Edict with... we have the Eldrazi spawn, so Edicts don't matter. Yep, we go to 7. I mean, now they can kill us with that buyback spell, which is absolutely sick. So they must have a counter spell here. Well, we're going to lose that. That's fine. They've got 4 cards left. Okay. Well, we are definitely going to just play land, and then we'll go Troublemaker, cast with Bargain. I mean, we have to do this. We can't let them keep the Campfire in. Do you have the counterspell? You do, you cheeky boy. Exclude. Holy moly. Okay. Let us pulse now, I reckon. Oh, actually, do we pulse for Mandrills? I don't think they have a counterspell in their hand. We could pulse for Mandrills. It's essentially the same thing, and then we can play it this turn as well. And it also gets around that bloody thing. They don't have a teachings. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. That's what I have, opponent. That's all I have. You have 4 cards in hand as well. I think this would be a lot different if we had the full 7 cards in our hand. It's been a sick game though, back and forth. Okay, they drew another land. They really just need a cast down effect. They've used a lot of edicts. Okay, they're playing that. Fair enough. That's a very good card. I'm wondering if we can get through that with the trample. Because we can get the Monarch. If we get like a Rancor effect, we can essentially get rid of that. Alright, let's just bequeath all this. They probably want to kill it in response, and we can Vines kicked. We'll see how that goes. Okay, they do that. Alright, well, we're going to attack. We're not going to Vines kicked. Ideally... Oh, running darkness, you savages. You absolute savages. That's crazy. Well, let's play this. See if they have any other teachings in their hand or not. They're going to draw a lot of cards though. Hopefully they don't have another Innocent Blood effect. Oh, is this oh no, it's Campfire. That's okay. It's got 7. Yeah, they can't just double it, you know. Double it and give it to the next person. This is a sick game. Let's see if they shuffle with it. Okay, they shuffle and draw a freshie. Okay. 5. Oh, they're Lorien revealed. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, we're slowly slipping away now. They get like an Innocent Blood there and we're just cooked. We need to draw 2 cards though. It's our own Ancestral Recall when you think about it. They have a land, they have 5 cards in hand, they have the Monarch, they have 25 cards left. We've somehow stayed in this game. We do have a lot of cycling effects as well. What the hell is this? Mystical Teachings. Oh, they're getting the Innocent Blood. Or Darkness again. Cast down. Okay. So they must have another Darkness in hand, which is absolutely insane. Let's cycle this Relic, to be honest. Cycle it through. Oh, we need to wait to instant speed a creature. Well, that Hooting Mandrills was a terrible draw with this, with the Relic here. Alright, the spell's bargained, so we can get a 3/3 as well, and then we can Vines. We can almost get them. we can put it on a cast with bargain. So if this was one target land control, it becomes a 3/3. So I'll make this a 3/3. Just get rid of this trio of tails. And then we've got this vines in the background. Okay, we get a forest. We'll play a forest. Okay, and we actually technically have lethals that don't have darkness. That is, I mean, that's the goal here. And let's just kick a vines onto here. And get the extra damage. And it's not lethal because we have, yeah, because they have campfire. But we lose, those two die. Yep. They got a 1. We get the Monarch though, which is going to be very hard for them to get back now. And they have 6 cards in hand, but now I can play, let's play the Mandrills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we get rid of. And I actually want to keep back this Brave the Wilds because we can just haste it anyway. And rather than think that we don't have anything else, and keep up this mana for something crazy, that we can draw vines off this now, you know. Ram through, you're coming out. They've got 7 cards in hand. I keep drawing lands though. They're on 1 life. They can't do the insight. They can lower and reveal, but they really do need to find something. I just don't know how they get the Monarch back. Alright, you cast down that, you make me sack a creature as well. Double cast down. Okay, that's fine. Another campfire, so they can gain 4, which is enough. So let's let's do a Brave of the Wilds, cast with bargain, target this. Oh, hang on, sorry. Cast with bargain, and to choose target land you control, let's just target the forest. And then sacrifice an artifact, we'll sacrifice this trio of tails that we tapped. Okay, we get one of our last forests in our mono green deck. Play the forest. Let's attack for 3. They have to double use the campfire. We might just even mill them out, to be honest. Now we have the Monarch, I feel like we just get plenty of threats. Like they're drawing a lot of cards, but we have the Monarch now. So they have to use all their cards to stay in front here. Anyway, we'll play this. And that card does not like to die either. But they are netting 1 life a turn. They can't activate that spell otherwise. Well, they need to double activate the campfire, and then they need to do the thing. These ram throughs are like awful. A 3rd campfire, oh my gosh. I mean, that's as far as good cards go, that's a good card. This is a mold of 5 as well. I think it'd be quite different if we had anything else. If we had 2 more cards in that earlier part, I think we would have been pretty G. But now they're going to gain 6 life a turn. And I don't think we can mill them out because of the campfire. Yeah, shove your graveyard into your library, yeah. And they're going to, do the buyback now? The thing is they can get rid of my Young Wolf and then they can now Spellbomb and then it goes away forever. And hitting Rumble, we lose all the threats as well. It's been a sick game. Four, 5, 6. Okay, they are doing that now. Okay. Sure thing. Yeah, and then they cycle that. Makes sense. Yep. And then again, we draw a vines and then they're goners here. Or another haste. Hopefully they don't have a darkness, you know. That's not what I wanted. But we'll attack for 3. This is slowly slipping away. They probably have to lock soon. Because, again, they can just shuffle the campfires. And then the Rider's Reign. These ram throughs are coming out, though. Okay, that's good. But, again, we need more. We need more stuff than that. Yeah, let's just go to game 3. I don't think we can win from here. Hopefully we just get a bit of a faster hand. I don't hate just running the Bayou Groffs now. Let's just bring that in and let's just take out these ram throughs. And what else do we want to get rid of? I think the rankles are fine. Everything's probably pretty close to being fine. The pulse is fine as well. Maybe we just cut, sorry, we'll just cut down to 1. We're still bargaining. We could probably keep more Groffs in. And then cut like a rancor or 2. We just kind of see how that goes. Because I wouldn't mind a rancor, because like there was multiple times there where I wish I drew a rancor and then we would have won the game. Alright. Going first. This is somehow not a playable hand. This hand's kind of cooked as well, but we can go County Garden. Oh, what do we want to get rid of? We'll just get rid of the forest because we have the thing. We can make that indestructible, which is absolutely sick. Play this. The pass. Okay, they're playing an early bog. So I think for us, I mean, we just probably play the Citadel and then we can play this Rumble. And just see what we get. I do like the Oath, to be honest. I also like the Young Wolf. Comes back. You know, let's just take the Oath. It's good to bargain. And let's pass. An island. Okay, it looks like they're passing too. Alright. I don't want to play this Bequeathal until I know they're going to survive, essentially. Let's play this Nest Invader. I also could have hit them with the Rumble, but we need to get something on the board here. You know what? Now let's put this on this. Actually, let's Rumble. Because that resolved. Wow, we didn't hit anything. Thanks, deck. Thank you. Okay, we just passed. We don't have a bloody clock. So they can easily suffocate and fumes us, which is like brutal. So, kind of wish I played the Bequeathal now, but that's okay. These things happen. Yeah, Jujuce end step. Okay. And here we're going to probably just play the Bequeathal onto the Nest Invader. Oh, they're Lauren Revealing. Okay. I mean, they're probably going to play, what, Island? They definitely have a counterspell. Let's attack for 2. And then maybe we just oath them and get rid of their clue token. Yeah, let's Bequeathal first. Just chuck it on there. It's a 2-for-1, so I can see them counterspelling this. Yep. And now we can just play Cast with Bargain, Bing Bong, sacrifice this. And we'll just get rid of this clue token. But we don't have a lot more now. We need some big hitters like a Groff or something like that, or a Mandrills. I think we were quite unlucky with that Rumble hit. We run like, you know, lands and a lot of creatures, so and enchantments, so it was very unlucky to hit all the instants and sorceries. Alright, straight back to us. There's a Young Wolf. I mean, not terrible. But yeah, they're lining up basically that damn spell again that's going to wreck a whole board. We'll just hold this forest to make them think that we have something else. Yeah, not fun for us. At least they don't get a buyback now. We get back our creature. Let's attack for 2, and we'll play our Mandrills. A bit unfortunate. I think hitting nothing off that Rumble was not good. Yep, we'll play that. And yeah, we'll just pretend to hold our vines up. So think about what they do. Ponder. Alright, they got a cast down, which is not good for us. Our Telegraphed vines did not pay off. And I guess we did already have all those vines from before. Like, Exile is actually pretty nuts, so... Oh, there it is. Alright. I think we're done here now. They got 4 cards and we're drawing lands. Alright, so we'll do a quick wrap up. So this is the deck that we played. I really enjoyed this deck, to be honest. I love a good just mono mana base. 17 lands does feel a little bit low, but you have Brave the Wild, so you really have 21 lands. We really felt the pinch there sometimes for the mulligans, and you saw in that burn matchup anyway, when we had Brave the Wild, it still felt a little bit iffy. Maybe I could have sequenced it a little bit better. This is one of my first times coming through with this deck, playing it myself. I think a lot of the stuff felt really good. You could even have some of the oafs in the main deck, to be honest. This is kind of just what I built, but you could move the numbers around a little bit. Obviously, big fan of Rancor. Playing Mandrills is fantastic, and Ram Through is just a cracked removal spell. Bayou Groff is probably the closest thing you're going to get to playing Tarmogoyf in Pauper. And you playing against Burn anyway. I've played a lot of Zoo in like Modern back in the day, and the only way you really beat Burn is if you play your 2-mana Tarmogoyf, essentially. So this felt like it was a great way to beat them, essentially. And a 5/4 for 2 mana, it's just absolutely cracked. It's just such a good card. And it's honestly, it felt like Tarmogoyf all the time. Like, you're just playing it, here's my 5/4, can't be bolted, see what you do. In terms of the sideboard, the Pulse Marauder felt a little bit out of place, especially because we wanted the relics in as well. So I could see maybe cutting the Pulse. This deck kind of has a lot of redundancy anyway, and the Bequeathals are nice. You could probably maybe put like a Bequeathal in the sideboard. The relics are fine because you probably want it against like the Spy combo. But in terms of like stuff like Healer of the Glade, I'd probably just remove that for Weather the Storm. Like, if you want life gain, you want like the solid stuff. You know, you actually want something that will gain you 2 turns instead of just something that's like, oh, here's my 1/2 that doesn't really attack very well and it just gains 3 life. Like, there's just other good options. You know what I mean? We can't recur this constantly, so yeah, I'm a bit kind of not keen on this card. Sandstorm, we didn't really get to see. It's probably really only good against Rally Red. It's not really good against Elves either. You probably want something else against that, or just bringing in the Ram-Throughs and hitting the main creatures. Scattershots I didn't mind. I kind of like the 2. I'll keep that one in. And anything when you think about permanents that are good, you can get them with the Malevolent Rumble, which is just a cracked modern card. So you probably want to lean towards more of a sideboard that uses more creature spells or permanent spells rather than non-creature spells. So I can see cutting the Pulse Marauder, the Sandstorms as well. You know, I mean, we've got all the Ram-Throughs, but there's better removal spells and stuff like that. The main deck I liked a lot. I don't think I probably changed too much from it. It's good numbers all around, really, with the Nest Invaders and the Hooting Mandrills as a 3 of. You don't want that as a 4 of. Yeah, let me know what you think about this deck. I'll be very keen to play it again and probably update the sideboard. Let me know if I missed any tech that would go into the sideboard as well, because I feel like there's actually a lot of stuff in green that people generally miss. So let me know in the comments below. Anyway, see you next time.